This is part 12 of how to value an option using a binomial tree. We continue with the valuation of an American put option. Just now we're at this point where we're deciding either I exercise and get 0, or I keep the option for another step and potentially get 4.7. So we decide we'll keep 4.7. So I highlight it with yellow. This is the other time node. The market price is 90.9. If I exercise at this point, I would receive $19.1 right away. 110 minus 90.9. That's my profit for immediate exercise. Compare. My other alternative would be I keep for another time step. I do an earlier P times 10. 1 minus P times 27.4. I add them together. I discount it back times e to the power minus RT. I get 18.1. So here, when I compare these two, I would decide to exercise. Similar in this step. I exercise right away, 34.9. If I keep and hold the option, I get 33.9. So I decide to exercise. So here at each step I have to decide what is my bigger value and keep that. The other value we ignore and we no longer use. So now I do the same process, rolling it back. So I roll from the fourth step back to the third step. The next would be, just like the earlier case, roll back to the second step using similar strategy. So if I look at these at the bottom, I exercise immediately, 27.4. If I hold the option, I get 26.3. Now take note, this 26.3 is calculated based on the bigger number here. So that's why we have to do it step by step. We start from the end and go back. And as we roll back from 4 to 3 to 2, we always take the bigger number to calculate the previous step's expected number. Okay, so here the 26.3 is based on the yellow boxed here, the bigger one. This 11.4 would be based on the bigger number in the subsequent step. And so I do the same comparison. I take the bigger number, 11.4 in this case. In this node, 27.4 is the bigger number. So I do the same for each of these again, and I roll back. So here I would have 19.1, and if I go back, this would be 10, which is the value of the American put option. Do this. So here, this is calculated using these two. This 18.8 is calculated using these two. So take note, this one is the discounted version using P, and it's taken from the bigger number. I roll back the same way, and my option value is 12.4, which is the discounted value of these two times P, 1 minus P, added together, e to the power minus RT. Okay, so this is the American put option. There's one more step, one more thing to do. You have to check exercise how much at each and every node, and then compare each time, take the bigger number and go back to the previous step. So these are the extra things to do.